Welcome to Jazz on My Mind. Coast to coast, I'm Richard Blackwell. Today we're coming to you from the Christina Cultural Arts Center, located in downtown Wilmington, Delaware. We're here to visit with two very talented and dynamic individuals. She is a recording star and an educator. He is a very gifted artist whose work is posted currently on this jazz website. Now they've come together to pay tribute to a young man who is probably one of the best jazz drummers ever. And not only that, he was very dear to everyone's heart. Mr. Wilby Fletcher Jr. I've got Ray Jones Avery and Wilby's brother Tony Fletcher coming up next on Jazz on My Mind. For being a part of Jazz on My Mind. And Tony, welcome. Both of you, welcome to Jazz on My Mind today.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
And Ray, I want to thank you for allowing us to be here in your facility, the Christina Cultural Arts Center. This is a marvelous facility.
Thank you. This is a collective work and responsibility and cooperative economics, Christina Cultural Arts Center. This is a community-owned asset for everyone that wants to study and learn and support the arts.
And you happen to be the executive director.
I'm the executive director. The organization is celebrating 65 years of service to metropolitan Wilmington community, southern New Jersey, and Pennsylvania.
That's a tremendous situation for you. I mean, a woman of your talent, I can see where you can definitely pull this together. And when I say women of your talent, ladies and gentlemen, this is a marvelous singing artist. She has done many stuff, performed with many artists, and you even had several CDs that were out.
I have one solo CD, and I've been on several other people's projects. I'm working on my next release. Aaron Graves is producing my next release, and it's going to be a different offering than the first one. Both of them special in their own right.
Right. Well, I understand you were born in Philadelphia.
Yes.
And now this is your home.
Yes.
And I know they are very fortunate to have you here. I know that.
Oh, for real.
and if the students don't know who Ray Jones Avery is, I'm sure their parents know.
Believe it or not, my students know me better than anybody else because they're here 6 days a week. There are children that spend as much time here as they do in their schools and in their homes. And we founded a public school, a public charter school. We're about to celebrate our 10th anniversary.
Congratulations.
So we have 255 elementary school students, grades K through 5, and we have a preschool. We have a family member in our preschool.
There you go.
So it's very, very family focused.
Yes, I do.
So we're just honored that people entrust us, that you all entrust us with your treasures.
You know, that's a beautiful situation to be in, and my hat goes off to you to being such a staple in the community. And Mr. Tony Fletcher, Good to see you again.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to see you, Richard.
Now, Tony, you are an extremely gifted artist.
Wow.
And I can say that because I've seen many of your work. In fact, you and I are going to be working in the very near future to have your work featured on Jazz on My Mind.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to that as well. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, on the home page of our website, the photo of the artwork is by Mr. Tony Fletcher.
Yeah, that's a piece of art called Jazz Legends.
Give the viewers the names of the individuals who are in that portrait of yours.
Okay, we got Art Blakey, Charlie Mingus, Billie Holiday, Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington and John Coltrane sitting at the piano.
Right, now that's a wonderful, wonderful portrait. I love that. And you've got many more works, and they're going to be coming up on Jazz on My Mind in the very near future.
Yes.
All right.
Looking forward to that. Yes.
Now, I mentioned in the opening that you two have come together for a very, very special purpose. And that purpose is to pay tribute to someone who I met and was dear to me. Your brother, Mr. Wilby Fletcher Jr.
Yeah, we're going to do this a musical tribute because when he passed, we didn't really have an opportunity to put something together that would be, tastefully done.
Mm-hmm.
So we just had the services, and then during the services, a lot of musicians were coming over to us, and they were saying, "We want to do something." And we were like, "Yeah, okay." So, the families gotten together, and we got together with Ray,
Mm-hmm.
and things are starting to really, really develop.
That's a beautiful thing. Now, Ray, what is your association with the Fletcher family? I know it goes back many years. Tell us your association with the Fletchers.
Well, as you said, our relationship is over many moons and many revolutions of the sun. I've known the Fletchers. I knew actually Wilby Fletcher Sr. He is a very good friend of mine. He's in my office. I speak to him because we call upon the ancestors to continue to guide us. Wilby and I did a tremendous amount of programming, not only in the arts, but we were foot soldiers in the community, working to revitalize our communities, to advocate for safety, and for we were just advocates around a number of issues, so that people in Wilmington do not continue to be marginalized. People that live in low income communities, and Wilby, he was a social activist. His father was a social activist. I'm talking about a senior. When I say Wilby, most of them don't know. And he worked for the city of Wilmington. He worked for a number of different organizations. He left a great legacy. If you go into the Northeast, the new housing there, that's near Speakman Place, where the family home is, Wilby led the charge to have that new housing developed among other social and economic causes that he led. So, and now through my association, I began to be a part of the family, and that's how I know Tony and Wilby and Jamil and Kimmy and Miss Betty and a bunch of grandchildren. The grandchildren, when they Wilby's children, when they spent a lot of time here with their grandparents, and they participated in Christina programming. So it's blessed.
It is, and totally, to have someone such as Ray in the family, she's basically a member of the family. She's a positive extension.
Yeah, Ray is she's like a godsend.
Yeah.
In a way, because a lot of the nuts and bolts of putting together this event are really coming from her. Because I as an artist, I can visualize things, and I drew out an idea, and I wrote out an idea, and I emailed it to Ray, and she sent it back to me with a budget and points and bullets, and how we gonna do this. I was like amazed.
Yeah. Now, talking about, we're calling it the event. What I'd like to do is for you to elaborate on the event. Tell our viewers when the event is going to happen, where it's going to take place. Give us some of the particulars about this event.
Okay, we're looking at, we're calling it We Remember Wilby Fletcher Jr.
Beautiful.
So it's a celebration of his life and his music. And it's going to be here at Christina Cultural Arts Center. And it's Sunday, the 28th.
Of February. Okay.
And we're looking at a time from 3 to 6 on Sunday. And what we're attempting to do is to try to tell the story of Wilby. And what I mean by that is Wilby started playing the drums in the P.S. DuPont Marching Band.
And I saw a picture of that.
Yeah, I found a picture of my dad in the archives. And hopefully, we're going to have a photo exhibit that shows some of those images also. But the idea is to show the next generation of musicians in this area that he went from the marching band at P.S. DuPont all the way to the world stage.
Wow.
And we want to show that that's possible. That it's not like an anomaly, but that it can happen.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I think,